economic leaders, as far as I can read, and I read the Grand Rapids Press just like you, as far as I can read and read between the lines, I haven't heard about any economic leaders saying, how do we make working class people transition well into these new industries? So that's a separate issue, and that's one that I'm not one of the economic moguls in town, but I think you should be asking them and writing them and asking them about that, because that's a real important one. The other thing is, the question of education means that if we don't have an effective education system for those now coming through the system, well, that will make the have and the have-nots, and that's dangerous for any community's stability. I was in Brazil this October, and I thought, oh my, is this our future? Where there was literally rich and poor. I know there's a middle class, but it's small relative to those who have amassed so much wealth and the intense poverty.
That's a good question. The gentleman over here has had his hand up for so long. He needs to be right there.
You mentioned an article in the Banner from 1919, the racial conflict. I'm wondering if you were able to track with any consistency within the organization of CRC, any movement towards the CRC attempting to participate in the lack or the demise of discrimination in Grand Rapids?
No. The question is, did the Christian Reformed Church, after Henry Beach, move toward pushing for against discrimination and fighting for racial justice? Is that, am I? And the answer is no. And the answer is no because, let me be fair to the people who pay my salary. One of the things that was very interesting to discover is Dutch folk were poor too. I know they tell themselves that like we made the furniture industry, but that's not true. The truth is that Dutch folks were workers, and then there were some who were farmers and some who got small businesses. But up until 1945, this was a Yankee town. The people who ran this town didn't have Dutch surnames. And I learned how to pronounce them properly after teaching here 14 years. They didn't have Dutch surnames. And you just think about our old hospital names. Butterworth, Blodgett. These were, so the Dutch were trying to do their thing ethnically too and protect their own interests. And that's just how it was. There were individuals, Professor Holstag, who taught here at Calvin many years, who were interested in these issues, but as a collective body, as a denomination, no, they weren't interested in these issues. And the other thing is that there was a second wave of Dutch immigration, or a third wave, one might want to say, after World War II in and around Canada. And those are the people I like best, actually, too, because they still holding the fort, because they still got the immigrant mentality, and I like them a lot. But those internal issues. But I want to tell all my CRC friends today, y'all, the boats ain't coming over no more. You are in America now, and you're going to have to live as an American institution and deal with all the complexities of America and Grand Rapids.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about to conclude. One last question. Because Dr. Jelks is tired, I'm tired too. Proceed with the question, I can't see.
Oh, sure. It's always young people that move the world, It's always the young who are coming along and challenging their ancestors. The question was about youth, and did youth have any place in this? And my answer is young people change the world. So one of my hopes is by teaching at a college is that you all go out and, as my favorite themes from the Funkadelics is, and turn this mother out. That's the hope. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jelks.